certain people have been lucky enough to be able to play The Last of Us Part 2, or at least a demo of it, and they've been able to post their impressions on YouTube, and they haven't been able to say spoilers, but just basically game mechanics. I'm not one of those lucky people, but uh, from just watching their videos, this is what we can get out of it. I guess you can just watch their videos too, but so there's a quick respawn after death. So once you die, you're basically immediately back in the game. There's also a very smooth transition between gameplay and cutscenes. So like there's like a little scenario where there's like a you're at a workbench and you're doing your stuff with your weapons and everything, and then an enemy attacks you. It's very apparently very smooth. Um, Stalkers, the new, or not a new, but a type of infected threat. They can't be seen through what is it called, like instinct or sight or whatever. Basically, when you're like seeing through the walls and you see like the little outline, you can use skills to make like the instinct more, like more visible or whatever. Like seeing your enemies outlines, you can use skills to make that more visible. Swimming is very dangerous, so enemies can spot you like very easily and just shoot you and hit you very easily while swimming and underwater. Tall grass, just like real life, um, it supplies cover for enemies far away. They're less likely to see you, but enemies obviously in real life, just like real life, if they're right next to you, they would be able to see you. So it's not like an Uncharted series. So that's pretty cool. You have a certain amount of air when you're underwater, so you have to obviously go back to breathe. There's like a cool little Easter egg with the girl. She's playing Hotline Miami on the PS Vita. There's like 70 to 80% of your arrows will break after being fired, on a survivor difficulty at least. You can also craft your arrows, which is really cool. On survival difficulty, enemies may suddenly turn around or look in different places. So like maybe one enemy is just walking around, and then they'll just turn around for no reason, not because you did anything or they heard you or anything. They'll just turn around because maybe they want to look around the scenery or whatever. So you'll have to like be able to just hide, I guess, better. Perks can be bought for Ellie to make her draw her bow faster. So drawing a bow is fairly slow, at least on survival difficulty. So perks can be bought to make her draw a bow faster. Ammo and supplies are scarce on survival difficulty, just like The Last of Us Part 1 survival difficulty. Weapons will also break after uh, just the first few uses. So like melee weapons and just like guns in general will just break um, after the first few uses. You can buy perks to make them last longer, which is pretty cool. There's an animation where Ellie will basically like flick the hammer of her gun. It's shown in the state of play thing, I'm pretty sure. Um, she'll flick her gun, and it'll make like your aiming a little bit harder, but you still be able to aim, but it'll just make it a little bit harder because her gun will go up a bit. Um, it occurs like it happens after you're aiming for if you've been aiming your gun for a few seconds. Also, Ellie will comment on things after, or like comment after she kills certain people, not certain people, but after she kills like an enemy or something like that. She'll be like, okay, that person's dead, or like got him or something, or got you. Just to basically reassure that the character is dead. Because sometimes um, when you're shooting an enemy, you don't know if they're actually dead. Maybe they just fall to the ground, right? And then they'll get back up, and you're like, what? I thought they were dead. You can also bypass most enemies, so you can just sneak around them basically, by maybe distracting them, throwing like a grenade somewhere, or like a bottle or whatever somewhere. So then all your enemies go in that one direction, and then you go and skip the whole little mission. But the thing is with that is then you'll obviously won't be able to scavenge, and survival difficulty you won't have as many supplies. Also, the levels are way bigger, so you still go to the certain area where you're supposed to go, but it's just way bigger. Um, there's more ways to get to that area, and so it's not like The Last of Us Part 1 where it's just like one little almost like tunnel and that's what you're going through, right? But in this one it's just way bigger, more to explore, almost as if it was open world. It's not open world sadly, but it's almost as if it was open world. So that's what we got from all the reviews and everything, and most people have liked it. I don't know if people just played the demo or if they played the full game. Some people said they played the full game, um, but yeah, most people have liked it. And talking about like the leaks and stuff. I've watched leaks. I won't say, actually, will I? Okay, I know I won't say any leaks, but um, I won't spoil anything. So there's obviously people, they don't like what they heard, but it's not like the story isn't the main focus of The Last of Us. At least not even the first Last of Us. Like, the story was just basically Ellie going, or Joel taking the little girl just to one place. Like, yeah, they have like they grow a bond together, but that's basically no story. In the gameplay in The Last of Us Part Two, like, it just looks amazing. You can't watch the state of play, uh, little thing, and then tell me that you don't think it's awesome. Like, if you do, you're lying. You're bull. Um, so like, the story will affect it, but I don't play Call of Duty for the story. I don't play most games for the story, right? Um, I don't play Minecraft for the story, so I know lots of games, yeah, they have really good story, and apparently like The Last of Us, like, people like the story a lot, which is just really just from point A to point B, point C, point D. But when you really think about the story in Last of Us Part One, there's no story. It's just, other than that, MacGuffins. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, like, for more, and by episode. Just be optimistic about Last of Us Part Two. Peace out.